Everything inspires me. I mean, just living inspires me. Activism inspires me. Advocacy inspires me. Color, morning lights, all of these things. I mean, that's the joy of creativity. All your mistakes and your failures are also inspiring. Life is such an imperfect practice. Nobody knows how to live. But then we live creatively, and that is perfection. As you can see with my stickers, with how I decorate my legs, I've always been a creative person. So to add the physical and the creative together, it's a perfect fit for me. Anytime you talk about endurance, it's about resilience and how your body can continue. You're physicalizing all that emotions, all that power, all your story within your body and your movement. I am a full-time paralegal. My day usually starts off taking care of my two senior Shih Tzus, Marshmallow and Loki. On rehearsal days, self-rehearsal on the weekend, pack my backpack with my rehearsal clothes and just walk over to the studio. I'm basing my performance from my experience during the pandemic and use that as a creative source of energy to feed into my creative spirit. I'm a bilateral amputee, which means I'm missing my lower limbs, and this is a cause of a traumatic accident, a car accident. And people acquire disability in different forms. Some people are born with it, some people acquire it through disease, and in my case, through trauma. I navigate different ways. Sometimes I wear my prosthesis, sometimes I travel in my wheelchair, sometimes I don't use anything at all. I crawl around at home. I sort of adapt the wheelchair to function as a multi-tool for me, whether I'm exercising, whether I'm stretching, whether I'm dancing, whether I'm just moving around. I use it as a ladder when I'm at home to reach higher shelves. I mean, life is a choreography for me. I mean, it's constant. And that's my own creative practice, is to use that, the chair, to sort of like architect how I navigate the space around it and in between it. I can see the chair. I could turn it upside down. I could turn it on its side. I could spin it around. And it became a way for my body to access movement very differently than others. You cannot not see disability. I think it's really important to see the totality of the person and find what's beautiful, and what's grotesque can be beautiful.
If you can stay consistent with your timing, because you know, like when you're in your position at the beginning, if you could start where you started last time.
People always look at Greek and Roman statues from antiquities, and that is like epitomized as Western beauty, but yet you have Venus de Milo without arms. You have really grotesque musculature or somebody missing an eye. This is the highest of beauty in Western civilization. But yet when people see somebody with disability, they associate whatever, their idea of deformity as somebody less than, or somebody who, should be pitied upon, or whatever that implicit bias is. Dance invite that gaze. Sustain these momentary glimpses when you look at somebody who might be different from you. We put ourselves out there as we are. That's where that power is, when you are simply just being yourself.
Oh, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Oh, come on. Let's say hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna bike to the city today just to get to Tompkins Square, get to the East Village. It's such a beautiful day to bike anyway. My gosh, it's 95 degrees, I think. It's so hot. I'm just like, ooh, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Performing outdoors in this heat will be interesting.
So Donald and I I can't even remember when we started working together. He's such a beautiful mover. When I first started working with him, I said, "You've had training, right?" And he said, "No, I've never trained as a dancer," which was very surprising to me because he has a certain kind of physicality that is so rare with somebody who has not been trained.
I'm an amateur for life, and I think that's what it is. It's like I will never become professional at living because I'm forever interested and curious about so many different facets of life. I mean, life is intriguing to me. We're creating a shared space where we can all just be ourselves. In dance, it's so immediate and it's so abstract. And people, when they see me move, they see me, including my disability, So I love that they don't just see one aspect, they see the totality of me as a person. And that's what we're trying to do, is like to show our humanity through our dance. That's the connection within the arts, that people can find their own humanity through somebody else. I love that I could express that through movement.